everyone, this is Sunniva.
And this is Johannes.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And welcome to another Rambling Reviews video where we're going to give you reviews, shorter final thoughts-ish reviews for more games in one video so that you get more information in a shorter amount of time. And today we're taking a look at 4 different games.
Yes, these are review copies that we're looking forward to talk to you about.
Yes.
And we're starting with Dunaia.
Dunaia, this is a game that just appeared. Sometimes that happens. This is one of those, we were going to get a game and then this was just in the box, so I didn't know anything about it. It's from Blam. Blam is a French company. They usually make, some of the games are really good, like they have this conglomerate of publishers in France that make some really nice games, so I was excited to see Dunaia. Dunaia is a dice drafting game where you are gonna draft dice.
Yes.
Very
That is what you do in a dice drafter, yeah.
You're gonna dice draft. You're gonna draft dice, and when you draft the dice, you're gonna activate one of your Dunaias, and they are gonna activate all the actions that are adjacent to them. So you can move them around on your board, and you're gonna then activate the abilities. Different abilities give you points. They give you these memory shapes that you can exchange into different kinds to get points later. They can activate buildings, so that does different things, and you can build different buildings that are adjacent to them. So that is basically what you are going to do throughout the game. You're going to draft and build new buildings, do different actions, and at the end of the game, obviously the player with the most points is the winner. So what did you think about Dunaia?
It was some things that I've seen before.
Yes.
What I kind of like is the drafting mechanism, because you're having one dice of your color that you're drafting at the very end.
Yes.
But they also have neutral colors that you're neutral dice that you're drafting before. So you kind of the first dice you're not like safe with some numbers, but the last one, you know what you'll get. And so that is kind of new. The other stuff in the game I've kind of seen done before, which make this game quite like forgettable for me, if you can say that.
Absolutely.
When I'm thinking about the different mechanisms, there's nothing I don't like, but there's nothing I love either.
No, yeah.
So I kind of like how your Dunaias can activate different things. You're trying to place them strategically, and you can also like what do you call it? Plan towards that Dunaia is gonna activate this, and then this building's gonna be finished, and then I can activate with this Dunaia, and try to like get kind of this engine kind of going.
Yeah.
I there's a lot of things I like in this game as well.
There are fun things in this game, but I agree with you like 100%. I think this is the definition of a game on a pile of games. Like, it is a game. It's nothing bad with it, but it's nothing very good either. Like, I enjoy that, as you said, like you can plan towards that last dice. That's pretty cool. You build buildings. Like, there are fun things in the game. Like, I agree with everything you say, basically. Like, there is... I'm not gonna, like, when I played it, I was not like, oh, this is horrible, or this decision is horrible, this mechanism is horrible. But there was nothing that engaged me, nothing that got me like, oh, I want to play this again, I want to explore this game and see what it can give me, because there's just nothing here that makes it stand out. So I cannot, like, even though if you love dice drafting, there's so many games to choose from. For me, I cannot really recommend this game.
I would recommend that you check it out, because you might have a different feeling from this game than we have had. For example, but I do, because I thought there were some, what do you call it, interesting moments when I could build this building over here, but then I will lose this ability. Do I want that? But if I build it some other place, it doesn't correspond with the colors that I'm trying to match to get points. So I think there is more to this game than we might give you a impression of, because we didn't enjoy it like that much. But if you hear some of the mechanisms that we're speaking on now and just like, oh, but that does sound cool, check it out.
Yeah, you might like it. It's just like there's just so many other games in this light, simple Euro games that I'd rather recommend. Like, so I don't see a reason you should check it out. But if you see it and you get a chance to play it, you can of course play it. But it's not a game I recommend.
This might be a game that I had liked more if I've gotten it early in my gaming days and haven't seen these things be done over and over again.
Of course, it's just like there are just so many games coming out, and this is not one I think people will remember that exists.
Yeah, I agree.
So what do you want to rate it?
5.
Yeah.
Average.
I agree. Like, it's a 5. It's not bad. Like, so it's not on the bad games category. It's just average. It's just nothing that stands out. I wouldn't, like, if somebody really wanted to play it, I wouldn't be like, no, I don't want to play that. I would sit down and play it if somebody really wanted to play it, but it's not one we're gonna keep. Yes. It's not one that I can see myself seeking out to play ever again.
I agree.
So that is
take it.
I took it. Next up, we have then a book. This was a game from what's going in? It's One Rider Games. This is a graphic novel adventures, one of the series that they have had on Kickstarter a couple of times. This is one of like more mature books, and we chose to we were going to choose to get one of them, and we got this. And this is a solo game, which means we have actually not played this together. We have actually played this separately. That was the word I was looking for. And I'm going to start because I think I have more negative things to say than you. So that means that you will ease of what I'm saying later.
But what you're doing in this game, though?
What you're doing is that you are basically doing a choose your own adventure, but it is a graphic novel. I'm going to open it to the start here, so it's not like spoiling anything. So it's a graphic novel instead of being words. So there are words as well because it's a comic. It's not a silent comic.
Just like
so you are reading a comic, and then you are going to take choices like, which door do I want to go in? What do I want to do here? Do I want to go closer? Do I want to go back? Like these kind of things. And there are some mechanisms. You have some inventory. You have life. You have time. And if you get this, do not draw here with pen, because it's not like you're going to do it once and never again.
No.
You're going to do it many times because you're going to die.
And you have stats, like you're strong and fast and courageous.
Yes. Which you choose at the beginning of the game. So I was really excited for this because I do enjoy these kind of stories. I do enjoy the choose your own adventure style of thing is a thing I really enjoy. And I remember when I was young, we had Goosebumps, the storybooks, and I remember them having choose your own adventure books, and I was loving those. So much fun stuff to be had. You died in so many horrible ways that you just loved as a kid to read. A couple of them I actually remember. Like there's one of them where you end up becoming a plant. Like it's really weird. Yes, spoiler for a kid's book from like 30 years ago. And I was really excited for this, and I did not like it. And the first time I played it, I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. But I felt like most of this game, and it's probably going to be like, I want to check out more of this because, but the problem for me is that what you're doing in this game is this. Okay. Especially
the part where you're saying okay between each page that you play.
And then I've been there for 3 seconds. I'm gonna go over. Oh, I'm gonna choose that. I got too far. Okay.
Yeah, that is exactly.
And that is basically what you're doing in the game. You're just flipping pages. A lot of flipping pages, and that would be fine. And I think it's more fun. And this might be a problem like with the whole graphic novel thing, because there are pictures in this. So, and half of the pages you're not supposed to see. You're supposed to see like one panel of the 4 or 5 panels there are. And how would a human being do that? Because when I open to a page, it's not like I'm going to do that and not see anything else. It's not possible. You're sitting and reading, so you have to read it like this to not actually look at the spoilers. And it's hard to find where you want to go because they have hidden the I'm not going to show it because there's spoilers in every page, but they have hidden the panel numbers are down here in the middle.
Hidden is the wrong word to use.
Did you see it the first time you played?
No, I did not.
Did I see it the first time I played?
No, you did
not.
No,
I did not. The second time I played, I was like, oh, they're down there, so you had to open the whole page.
But I'm still not using them down there. I'm using like the...
Which means you are seeing the things you're not supposed to see.
I am.
So it's really impossible to not get spoilers, and you're just flipping a lot, and this one especially. I read other comments saying this as well. You're just moving around in circles.
Yeah, that is... Oh my god. Because I really liked it the first 3 times I played it.
Yes.
Because
and how many times did you play?
I think I played 20.
Did you win?
No, I didn't. Because I got stuck. I don't know. Because it's a lot of rooms and a lot of doors.
A lot of hallways.
Yeah, a lot of hallways. And you're kinda going to like, oh, I tried this store now. No, I've been here before. Okay, I go back. I go here. No, I've been here before also. And there are some hidden numbers that you're trying to find that can result in positive things or negative things.
Mostly negative things.
You can die very easily here, but I think like it also feels a little random because I can meet an obstacle and I can get 2 choices, for example, and I can think it's no like thing that seems like the obvious thing to do, and I can do one of them and I can just like die.
Yeah, and that is okay because that's how it is in these games. Like
that is true.
We had talked about this in Sleeping Gods, in Tainted Grail, and all of that.
It's fine.
But the thing is with this, which I think, and it is because you have stats and you have all of that, because in a normal choose your own adventure book, the ones I have played, if I die, you just go back to where you died and you choose somewhere else. So you're gonna continue to read the book. But here you have to start at the beginning every time, which then also means that you have to take notes if you don't have like a super memory because there's so many numbers.
Notes.
No, but for me, because I'm in this hallway now. Where did I go last time? I don't remember because I played it yesterday, and now I'm gonna go over there. Oh, it's the same, and now I'm just moving around in circles and nothing is happening. So yeah.
I'm trying to not spoil it because I don't want to spoil it. But the thing that ruined this game for me, because I really enjoyed it at the beginning, was that I felt like no matter what I was doing, I was just doing the same thing, going in circles every time, and I felt like I should probably go somewhere else, but I don't know how to get there because I'm just doing this stuff over and over again, and I'm in the same room for the 50th time, and I look at like 3 doors, and I know that 2 of them I can't go to because I'll die there. I've already tried that. So I just like I really like what it's trying to be.
Yeah.
I really want to check out the other books because maybe I'll like those more. But in this game, I just got to a point where all I could feel was frustration.
Yeah.
And that was very frustrating to me.
I agree. I was really excited to play this, and for me it was a letdown. I am going to rate this a 4.
Yeah.
I think this one I would not recommend. It doesn't mean that the whole series is bad. I've heard many good things, but this one did not work for me at all.
It started like at a 6.5 for me, maybe a 7 even, because I had a lot of fun, and then it dropped to a 4 because I just like... And I've played this a lot now. It doesn't mean that I'm the best. Like I could have been bad at it, but I don't think I'm bad at these kind of games. I think I'm good at it. And
you're basically reading a story and trying to look at numbers.
Yeah, it felt very frustrating.
Yeah. So that is Captive. Sadly, did not work very well for us. Next up, then we have
Fired Up.
Fired Up. So
I said it before it was.
Fired Up is a dice rolling arena game, which means that it should be something we do not like.
Yes.
So when I got like the request to do a review of this, I went and read the rulebook, and the thing that made me want to play it was the theme, because usually in these kind of arena games, I am one of the fighters and you are one of the fighters, and we fight each other. But here you're not. You're actually the audience, and you're trying to influence them by shouting like, attack him, run faster, be better, like being positive, and trying to make different snapshots of the game happen, because you're going to play these highlight cards, and this one highlight card might say, like, for example, attack with 6 dice versus 2 defense dice, for example, and then you want to make that happen. And you do that by using dice. You're going to roll some dice, and those dice have different actions, and you're going to use those actions to influence, like to make them faster, to make them stronger, to make them more defensive, or to make them target somebody else.
Or less popular.
Less popular, more popular, and that is basically what you're doing. And each fighter can be influenced, I think, 3 times each round. So trying to do that before other players are doing it, trying to go in and make the things you want to happen. So the concept here is really cool.
Yeah, I really wanted to like this game. I didn't. It's a lot of things.
This is a really positive video, as you see.
It's a lot of things that I was just like, oh, that sounds exciting. Isn't exciting for me. Well, I think it was better with more players than
They would play
2.
2 and 4 players.
Yeah, with 4 was definitely better.
Yes.
It is more chaotic, but I think that is the way this game is supposed to be.
Absolutely.
You can have some luck that we're trying for the same goal and trying to like support each other. We have secret goals though, so we don't know for sure. But you also have these possibilities that, oh, I want to influence this guy, but then you influence him and you still lost like influence power. He's already influenced and I can't do anything with him. With 2 players, there were, first of all, less happening.
Yes.
But if you influence a character and I influence him, you might just like do something with him just to lock him up so that you know where he's at, you know, and it didn't feel as interesting with 2.
No, I agree with you. I felt like the 4-player game, so you know, like the 4-player game was fun. I had fun when I played a 4-player game. It's not a game for me because there's a lot of luck. There's lots of layers of luck, which made it for me less exciting. I know people love that. I know people who love just to roll the dice and see what happens, but that's not for me. And that is honest.
You get a reroll. That is worth mentioning.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not like randomly, but I think this is one of those games that just, you know, hits. So there's 2 different things. One thing is the game good, and the other is the game good for me. For me, it's not. I'm not going to choose to play this yet because it has that too much luck and too much randomness. Is it good for others? Hard to say.
Might
but
be.
The thing is, there are things I enjoy. I enjoy that, especially with 4 players, that you're trying to get that to the point where you want to be, and you're trying to. I love the fact that you have like 3 chances to influence them. So you see, like, oh, he has 1 more now. I really want to influence this guy, but I have to move him now before it's too late. So you do that, and then you maybe screw up your chances of actually moving the other person. So there are positive things here. But for me, the fact that you draw 2 cards, you have 4 cards in hand. And they might be easy, they might be hard to do. Some of them are easy, they of course get you less points, and the other gets you more points. So it's more of, it's really hard because it's that kind of, it's a gambling game. Like it's all about the gambling, and I'm not a gambling man. So basically there's just so many layers of that gambling, of that luck, that makes it not work too well for me. But the game looks good, the game looks really good, the miniatures looks nice, everything is nice. It's art from the Miko. There's a lot of positive things to say, but for me it didn't work.
Yeah, I have some like little issues with the graphic design, if you can call it that.
Okay, yeah.
Because I often mistook what defense and attack a lot of the characters had.
Oh yeah, it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, because the grids aren't the same for every characters, because some have higher defense and some have more lives and less attack and blah blah blah.
And they have special abilities as well. That is pretty cool.
So the thing that doesn't work for me is that in the the adjustment phase that you're trying to influence the players, I'm not like super invested. And then when we're going to like resolving and the battles, I'm not super invested in that either, because most of the time I don't care about all of them, and there's nothing really I can do with it either. I just like to sit and hope for my card to give me points. Yeah. And so it doesn't really engage me.
So basically you set it up, and then the fighting is just a resolvement. So so that is basically all luck, like seeing, did I get it? So sometimes I feel like I set it up perfectly, and then like a random die roll makes me get 2 points instead of 6 points.
And some of the cards aren't like involved in fighting. Some are just like have the character at this stat, or pointing at this person or something. And I like that. I might have liked it better if you could keep all the 4 possibilities to score and didn't discard 2 of them, but maybe that would be too easy.
I don't know, it felt a bit restricted. I agree with that. So there are positive things to say, but for me it was not amazing.
Yes.
So what do you want to rate it?
I want to rate it a 4. 5, sorry, not a 4, 5. Yes, 5.
Yeah, I think
average for me.
I think for me it's a 5 as well. I think like it's an average game. I do think like the theme here, I love that they try to do something else, like seeing that
is super cool.
Area fighting thing and then doing something else. For me it was too much luck, too much randomness. But if you don't mind that, you might enjoy it.
Yeah.
Of course, hard to say, but this one has like qualities I think people will enjoy.
Yes.
So last up we have
Ruination. Or Ruination. Or Ruination.
I think it's Ruination. Yeah, it is so. Ruination. Yes. This is from Colossal Games. This is a dudes on a map game. Again, another category of games that you usually do not like. I don't mind them, and it's like pure, like, I don't like it when it's like a Euro game where you also can attack people. But this is a pure like building up resources, attacking people, trying to get abilities, trying to kill people and get points. Yeah, it's not really a majority game, but you also get points from different things, from getting cards, from getting this kind of you get exiles that have special abilities, and you're basically choosing an action. This is pretty simple and pretty cool. This was one mechanism that I really enjoyed. You have 3 different actions to choose from, and every turn there's going to be a card face up, which makes that which alters that action, which gives you a special bonus action to do when you do that action. So you pick a card, and you do a special action, and you do the basic action, and then there's another next player's turn. So it goes really smoothly, and there are, like you could be in a position where you'd be like, oh, I want to do that action, but no, there's a really good bonus there, so I'm going to choose that action instead. And that is basically what you're going to do throughout the game. You're gonna, it's kind of like you have many ways to stop the game. So if there's a lot of tracks. If somebody goes hard for a track, it's going to stop the game. If somebody goes for a lot of victory points, they're going to stop the game. If they go for another track, they're going to stop the game. There's many ways to basically trigger the end game, which is nice as well, because you can focus on different things. So what do you think of Ruination?
I thought some parts were really great and some parts were not.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, the 3 actions that changes the bonus for it are really interesting. A lot of the times the bonus dictated which order I would do the action in, and I was just like, oh, I really want to do this, but if I do this first, I get a better bonus and I can easily change my order and stuff. At the end of the game, the order that you do certain actions in are more like are weighing heavily into my decisions, that I have to do it in this specific order. The way that we have experienced this game is that in the beginning you're kind of building up, and there's 2 actions that are the most appealing, I have felt, and then you're trying to after a little while move more around and attack other people and get like more areas that you can get bonuses or resources from.
I agree with you. Like, I feel like there is many good things. Like, for being a pure area control dudes on a map game, it's pretty fun. It has that, I like the one thing it has that I really enjoy is the cards. That makes it different. But the first time we played also with 4 players took a long time, because you spend, oh, there's a new card now, I have to read it, and we have to read it aloud to all the players so that you can see what happens. So when you play it a lot, I think that's going to go down. I think it's fine. Like, I enjoy the battle mechanism. I think that's really cool. Like, you roll a die for each different kind of unit you have, and you might roll some bonus dice for the exiles you have, and you roll them, and they can have nothing on them, or they can give you blessings, which gives you a way to re-roll dice, and they will give you more fight. They will give you stars, which you can activate cards you have laid on your player board, and gives you more ways to kill the other players, and also there's 2 different tracks for the strength, which wins you the game, and then the other, what is it called again? The other word, I don't remember. Killing the other players. The word for killing other people.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. It's an English word. We don't know it in Norwegian. So you move up on those tracks.
Removing units. Yeah.
Killing people.
Yeah.
For fun. And gills. And so those are different tracks. So you can win. You can basically lose, but kill most of the other players' persons, or you can win and don't kill actually anybody. So it's not that when you lose a fight, you can lose all your people and you have to build up again, and then everybody's just going to attack you. You don't lose that many units, which is nice, but you also get a lot of points for winning a battle. I think there is many good things to say here, but it's not It's another one of those games that's a good game, but I'm not getting excited by it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that is cool that you have these different exiles that can like steer in a different. No, it doesn't really steer in a different direction, but
it gives you a one-time bonus, and then they are like a strong unit.
Yeah,
cool.
Absolutely. And you want to have different units because that makes you roll more dice. I also like the cards that you can.
The equipment cards, the ability cards, yeah.
Which gives you during battle bonuses, which can be to win more battles or to move up on tracks or get points, for example. But it also has like these level 3, which are some end game scoring.
Yeah.
And I think those are not going to be present in every game because we played a game that was very rushed.
Yeah.
That we didn't really have any time to explore that what do you call it, a segment of the game. So it's absolutely important that to know that the game can be rushed.
Yeah, depending on what players do.
Yes. I think that in this genre, it isn't like a bad game at all, but I'm not drawn towards this genre, so I kind of have a little bias sitting on my shoulder here.
Yeah, I'd rather play, for example, Blood Rage or Rising Sun, those kind of games, even though like they are dudes on the map, even though they are very different from this one. But I do also like the abilities, as you said. They are like all the cards, equipment you can get have like a ability to use during a fight, and they also have like a passive ability or ability that changes up how you play, and I like that, the way you can build your own kind of strategy. And that is pretty cool. So yeah, I think it's a fine game. Do you want to rate it?
Yeah, I'm not sure how this stands compared to other in this genre actually, because been a long time since I played Rising Sun, for example. I think maybe I actually like this better than Rising Sun, but yeah,
makes no sense.
Yeah, but I think it's actually for this genre it feels a little, I'm not going to say simple, but simpler, because my exiles have very clear, like very standard bonuses in a fight. I don't have to remember that this is 2 guys big and he blah blah blah. So I think I'm going to rate this a little above average, like a 6.
Okay, I'm going to get a 5.5. It's a bit above average. It's an okay game. If you enjoy these kind of games, you might enjoy it more.
Yes.
Because it has many positive things, but for us, not that much.
Yeah.
And that is the end of another rambling review. We hope this gave you some feelings about these 4 games, if it was something that you want to check out. And that is the end. If you are still here and you haven't not subscribed yet, please do so now. It's free. It's fun for everyone. And if you want to do something that's not free, you can go to patreon.com/boardgamingramblings and support us there. That's helped us out a lot. And that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Selma.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.